Berlin, the capital of Germany, well known for its internationality, techno music, traffic light man, Berliner Luft, and overall dark weirdness. And I'm bringing you along my 2-day stay in Berlin. On a fresh cloudy day, we're heading to the train station to grab some breakfast. The train station is gigantic. It looks like a whole mall. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a cinema here, but we had a lot of choice. And even though I was drooling over the incredibly beautiful pudding pretzels, look at that pudding pretzel, looks so yummy! I decided to take something savory instead. Then with our tickets that we needed to feed to the little hungry robot, we took the train to the east side of Berlin, where I'm planning to get my usual dosage of a hot beverage in a cute cafe. As we didn't feel comfortable eating in the train or in the future cafe, we quickly and awkwardly ate our breakfast in the train station next to the exit.
That's a lot of cheese.
So our first destination was the Holzmarkt 25, a creative utopia, or if House Moving Castle had a bunch of wall art on it. We swiftly found the one cafe that is open here on Sunday.
You think it's open?
While I was trying to decide what to order, my glasses were fogging up and I ended up with a chai latte. The place looked wicked and groovy. And to commemorate this moment, I took some mood-appropriate pictures for my Instagram. We cannot leave without exploring the place a bit more. Everything here also reminds me of that movie about robots. That's called Robots. Everything is like a mishmash of stuff, but it all comes together, but with more art. Unexpectedly, I even found a free of charge toilet, which is a very rare sight in Germany.
Can I go in? Oh, I guess I'm gonna go in.
It was a bit dark, but overall acceptable. But the best thing about this place is this smoking hot blue phone booth sized disco.
Damn, bro! I wanna go in.
Photo, song and video,
Song and photo.
With only €4, you can get a 3-minute all-inclusive disco experience with a song of your choosing from Spotify and a printed picture.
Go ahead.
Sounds enticing.
This one.
In the booth, you have buttons to activate the disco features: strobe, colored lights, fog, disco ball, and take photos, which I highly recommend pressing before you press the fog button.
Oh, that was stupid.
I was about to ask what happened if someone puts in...
Really long song? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Great, I love this.
Wow.
Before heading onwards to our next destination, we had to take some more pictures of this beautiful wall. Fortunately for us, this is not the last wall we will be looking at today, because we are headed to the wall. Not just any wall, but the wall that Donald Trump tried so hard to replicate since it worked so well the first time.
Oh, it's so small, actually. So thin.
The Berlin Wall. One side of the wall is covered with a lot of beautiful, meaningful, and story-driven art, while the other side is with random graffiti.
What the frick is that baby doing? This is not...
However, most of the wall art was marked with question marks, which kinda ruins the art. You might be asking,
What is it?
well, that's a great question to ask. Following the wall, we ended up next to some sort of water source and the
Mercedes-Benz arena.
while trying to figure out what the sign was supposed to say or indicate.
What does it say? Love? Why is there a euro sign? It does say I vote. Huh.
We heard a lot of party music coming from the stadium. Apparently it has an event happening today, so there were a lot of people. But not enough apparently, because there were more and more and more on the way. Just like back in 1989, when people were rushing to the west side of Berlin. But soon enough we found the spawn point.
Oh my goodness. It's like a factory. They're just making people.
Moving along the gloomy streets, we accidentally stumble on a...
Is that a thrift store thing? Thrift market?
The market was full of books, decor and furniture, cool funky clothes,
Look how curly this is.
vinyls, frames,
So many frames.
and cartoon cassettes? Sign me up. Even though the flea market was cute, the real reason why we're at least 4.5 kilometers away from the city center is because here is located the best rated holeless filled donut bakery, aka the Berliner Bakery, Sugar Clan. Their glorious donuts behind the window we had to try. And even the horrifying red F rating on the door,
Looks like a really bad grade.
that apparently stands for fine taste, or at least that's what they want us to think, didn't stop us from entering. After looking through the grand selection of flavors, we took one classic one and one kooky one. Not cookie, but kooky. With the donuts in my hand, we jumped on a metro to a place I saw on TikTok. The museumsinsel train station. Just the most aesthetic train station in Berlin. The blue starry night ceiling complemented the banana yellow train so well. Plus, with my banana jacket, I also seamlessly blended into the scenery. As we rise from the underground, we are greeted with the Berlin Cathedral and a beautiful seagull.
Legend. The only one that's not wrong.
Walking along the gigantic sidewalk, we see many enormous and yet a bit underwhelming buildings, in my humble opinion. But we do see a couple making a salsa TikTok, which is pretty cool. That reminds me, our second TikTok destination is not so hidden library.
Oh. I saw on TikTok that it's the most aesthetic place you can visit in Berlin. For free.
If you register. And I didn't feel like doing that.
Whoa, look at the handle. Damn.
So we looked at some brochures and said goodbye to the KKKs and ventured onwards. Berlin is known for many things, and one of the things being a little traffic light man. So why not visit a whole store dedicated to his existence?
3, 2, 1. Looks like he's walking backwards. Also a cafe.
They have all the merchandise you can imagine.
I'm filming, by the way.
T-shirts, gummy bears, marshmallows, tote bags, gender reveal postcards,
Oh, this is nice.
weird
A
ducks,
duck? Look, it looks weird.
cookie cutters, pastas,
So little of them left. I guess a popular item. A rug.
plushies,
Look at this.
and a piece of the Berlin Wall?
How much is it? Also for €4?
15 euros.
Damn, what the frick?
But one thing that they're missing are pins.
5 euros.
Oh, never mind. It was a tough choice between the pins or a t-shirt of a girl wearing a t-shirt that has the traffic light man on the t-shirt. So I went for the pin. Cruising around the streets of Berlin, in the distance I see the one and only Brandenburg Gate. The first thing that comes up when you Google sights to see in Berlin. And the icon that is plastered on metro windows, that I am actually quite fond of. Here it is in all its glory.
Is this the thing that everybody comes here to see?
Yep.
Oh. I thought it's gonna be bigger for some reason. I mean, it is pretty big.
So I was quite underwhelmed. Like, it looks cool, but maybe it's the construction site right underneath it, or maybe this man singing with no instrumental backup, or whether it is the weather. Nevertheless, I wanted to go to my little hotel and gobble up some donuts.
Look at that, cool bears.
They're not cool, they're eco-friendly.
We're staying at the hotel called I would rather not pronounce the last part. It was one of the cheapest hotels in this area. And even though it looks alright, our room is more to desire for.
Kiss.
It is underwhelming to look at. Our bedside tables are just 2 stools. The only 2 light options are full blast daylight or time for bedtime. There are 2 mattresses, which is fine, but the only problem is that the mattresses slide better than me in your mom's DMs. And somehow they always open a path larger than Moses ever could. The toilet casually likes making demonic noises in the middle of the night. But hey, at least the bathroom is big and the view is not that shabby. Anyways, the time has come for Berliners. We took a classic cherry filling and the Black Forest Berliner.
Ooh.
The classic was great, but nothing mind-blowing. Unlike the Black Forest one.
Ooh. Nice.
Editing me is so jealous right now. I want one of these donuts again. As the sun sets and the little taxi cars are trying to rummage through the roads, our stomachs started to growl. With an undefined budget, we headed to the train station to pick up our Too Good To Go order at none other but Dean and David. The place was closing, but it still had some customers sipping on late-night coffee. We got our goods and brought them home. We got 2 veggie sweet potato sandwiches, which I tried before and I'm not a huge fan of. A chia pudding,
Chia seeds.
2 chicken avocado sandwiches, and a little lemon cake. The chicken sandwich was good.
I kind of feel like I'm eating a whole meal. It's not a sandwich, it's like a pasta or something, but in a sandwich.
The chia pudding was alright, even though I did eat the whole thing. And the little lemon cake was wonderful. I don't even like lemon, but I highly recommend it. And you know what they say? You can't have dinner without watching something as a distraction. And that's what we did. Instead of paying for breakfast at our hotel, we decided to go to a fancier hotel next door and pick up our second Too Good To Go bag. After making a full circle around the hotel to find the entrance, we managed to find it right where we started. And you know this place is fancy if they have a red carpet, making you feel like a celebrity. We got the bag and rushed back to our hotel.
Oh, nice. It's hefty. And there's an egg in there, I already see.
The bag had a grand selection of tiny pastries,
Tiny croissant, yes.
a couple slices of delis and cheeses, 2 fresh out of a chicken eggs, and a surprisingly warm heavy mystery box.
Oh, this is heavy. That's where the heaviness came from. Jesus. Ooh, nice.
We were feasting like kings. Even though the train station was impressively built, they sadly have a big issue with beggars. While standing in line for some tea, we were asked to donate 3 times. And it's uncomfortable. So you can see how Germany is really affected by homelessness, and it's sad to see. Berlin is known for their bears. They have them on their flag, and bears and Berlin sounds kinda similar. So they have many bears all over the city. Around 5 years ago, there was an art exhibit in Latvia, where there were these buddy bears painted by artists all over the world and exhibited from city to city. And now I want to find the Latvian bear I took a picture with 5 years ago. Yesterday I did a deep dive trying to figure out its location, searching far and wide. And the only lead was this location, showcasing many bears in a park. So that is where we are headed today. And based on Google, it should be somewhere here.
I see something. How do I get in? Oh, it's open. Well,
I don't know if it is good.
well,
We'll just pretend we
live here. Oh.
All I found was this office that I was too nervous to enter, so I guess I'll never see this bear again. What cure is better for sadness than going thrift shopping? And on the way there we met a very lovely subscriber, so if you're watching this, you know who you are. Resales, a thrift store chain where you will find a lot of old,
Cute.
questionable clothing, but with a low price tag, and sometimes you'll find some gems.
This devil pear.
So I tried a few finds, and the first one was cute, but not my color and not my size. The second one,
What the frick? It's a mirror?
also not really my color, even though I love yellow, if you couldn't tell by now. And the third, well, it just didn't look that good. Also, I was looking for a classic little black dress. And this is not what I had in mind, but it was worth a try.
You ready to go to a business meeting?
Oh, America, I'm here to defend you.
Oh, thank you very much.
I'm gonna be honest, I was not planning on visiting Berlin. It's 7 hours away, and my top 2 destinations that I wanted to visit was either being renovated or permanently closed. But I did not have a choice, since all the embassies are located in Berlin, and I needed to give it a visit. After our 20-minute bus ride, we arrived what looks like in the middle of nowhere.
I really hope we're in the right location. I mean, it kind of looks like Latvia, to be honest.
Perfect.
Oh, that's a Latvian flag! Oh my god!
The Embassy of Latvia. I filled up some documents and took advantage of their establishments. We were hungry hippos, and what's more authentic and traditional than going to a British-American restaurant in Berlin called the Hard Rock Cafe? I have never been in one and I was excited. We quickly got seated by very lovely servers and we were trying to decide what to get. We landed on some sliders, but not just any sliders. Schnitzel sliders, plus a Coke for both of us. We were sipping on our cold beverages and enjoying the classical rock music from Meghan Trainor. Our food came and it looked amazingly delicious.
Damn, look at those little babies.
It's good though.
A double schnitzel with cranberry sauce and sauerkraut. Yum! Even though the drinks were a bit pricey, apparently you can get a free refill, so that's pretty neat. We all know the best way to end this evening is to do some more shopping.
Yeah, looks great.
You think that should be
No, I think it's perfect size. You're from the 80s.
After spending hours on searching for some cool unique clothes at yet again another thrift store, I couldn't find anything that I would like to treat to a nice meal and take home. So we went home. Even though I did not get the chance to visit the Ritter sport shop because they decided to renovate right when I was here, I was still craving their chocolate. So at the train station Rewe we barged in to grab me some chocolate that was conveniently on sale today. I bought the coconut one that tasted better than Bounty and cranberry nuts that had a more sophisticated palate, which I quite enjoyed. A perfect treat to watch the new Puss in Boots movie. The next morning we had to head home. As I was overdosing on sugar and caffeine, our train got cancelled. Great. But when we finally figured out how to get home, we had 7 hours to watch our show on Netflix. In conclusion, I think for me, Berlin is a city where I need a friend to show me the cool funky places because there are too many to choose from. There is so much to do in Berlin and 2 days is definitely not enough to see everything. Moreover, personally, I feel like Berlin is a city that was originally built by pirates. Let me explain. Most of the people are dressed either in dark clothes or very expressive and edgy ones. Kinda like pirates used to do back in the day. Plus they love a good antique, a nice nightclub or a pub, and using scraps and interesting materials to build stuff. I don't know if you agree, but I thought this is a nice interesting shower thought to share.
That's great. It's a big shadow. Oh no! No!